Hello, it is Monday, May 12th, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Monday crossword today, so we're going to be solving what should be a reasonably approachable themed Monday puzzle. And it's Monday, I'll do it quickly, or at least I'll attempt to do it quickly. We'll see how that turns out. And this, hopefully, reasonably speedy edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Trennan, Spriggs, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their very generous support, which does sustain this channel. It keeps it going. Thank you so much to those four, and thanks to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to do so yourself and keep this channel going, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find the bonus videos there. And for benefactors like those folks I just mentioned, of course, there's also the Let's Check the Crosses official Daily Solve mug. Thanks so much to everyone who supports the channel via Patreon. And thanks as well if you've subscribed on YouTube. That's a big help. Please do consider subscribing on YouTube if you've not done so. And finally, there is the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. All right, let's get on to today's crossword, shall we? There is as I say, it's a Monday puzzle. It will have a theme of some kind. It's by Christina Iverson, who's constructed a few dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. I'm going to try and solve this quickly, as I do on Monday. We'll see if I succeed. And let's start solving. Cowboy's rope is a lasso, I would think. Relative of a milkshake, a malt, probably. NaCl, that's salt, that's ordinary salt. Take place is to occur. Director Kazan, who helped popularized method acting, Elia Kazan. Falco of The Sopranos. Edie Falco was in The Sopranos. Dessert cocktail with creme de cacao. What might this be? Arcing tennis shots are lobs. Farmland unit is an acre. Jazz singers' improvised syllables are scat, improvised. So ready, set, go. What the circle in the Japanese flag represents is the sun. So sorry, what is this dessert? Brandy something? Can I take your order? A server's question. 1983 musical starring Barbara Streisand as Yentl. Brunch or lunch is a meal. All's well that ends well, goes the phrase. Word that would be more grammatical in the title, lay, lady, lay, would be lie, lady, lie. That is true. Brandy ale, what is that? Beatles song with the lyrics, should 5% appear too small, be thankful I don't take it all. That's the George Harrison song, Taxman. Touch or taste is a sense. Source of extra sweetness is added sugar, probably. Stead is lieu, in your stead, in your lieu. 4 years for a president would be a presidential term. So Brandy Alexander, okay, I don't know what that is, sorry. September, I don't know what that is as a dessert anyway. September preceder is August. Common destination for a field trip is a museum. Funeral vessel is an urn. Contacted using a beeper is paged someone. Created as yarn or spiderweb, you wove it. 10 to 12-year-old is a tween. San Francisco is a city. Classic board game with the Peppermint Forest and Lollipop Lane must be Candyland. I wonder if that's going to be thematic. Dig out is... why can't I see what that is? What you might fill her up with, gas. Alternative to bottled, on tap, maybe? Like a beer in a bar? Dig out, yeah, gouge out. Yeah, that does mean that. Who might help an author get a book deal? Their agent might. Stereotypical bookworms are nerds. So inside out emotion, he says we should lock the door and scream that curse word we know. It's a good one. That would be anger, I guess. So move from an acrobat or break dancer. Could be a headstand, yeah. Mosque, is that right? Move from an acrobat. Handstand, maybe? Actually, I guess I don't know which of those it is. Probably a headstand. Mosque toppers are domes. Noted painter of soup cans is Andy Warhol. Go until is end at, maybe? So yeah, handstand, maybe? Nitpicker is a pedant. Okay, there we go. So food label initials are recommended daily allowances. I think that is RDA, or recommended daily amount or something. Montana is the only U.S. state with a motto in Spanish, I suppose. Art with tiles and fancy styles that might produce smiles. Very good. Mosaics, or mosaic. What a baby's bib might protect a onesie from drool. Wise bird. We often think of owls as wise, perhaps unjustly. Free items that come with drinks are straws. Give stars to say as rates. Scottish archipelago west of Norway. The Shetland Islands. There we go. It took me a second to bring that phrase to mind, but there we go. Strings with a pattern of that, in brief, those are social security numbers. Thou shalt not, might be a biblical directive. Show up to a gala in a t-shirt, say, oh, this doesn't look right. What spectacles perch on your nose? And figure out is to suss things out. So, underdress. So this isn't wove. Okay, interesting. Oops. Okay, so created as a yarn or spun a web or spun yarn. There we go. Loosened as a knot is undid it. And then goodie on a classic radio could be an oldie but a goodie. Affirmative is yes or yep. Oboe accessories that are often carved by the oboist or reeds. Contempt is scorn. Kind of diet inspired by hunters and gatherers, the Paleolithic diet. So negative conjunction is nor. Standard athlete is an MVP. Hybrid Chevys are Volts. I think that's an electric vehicle of some sort. Black and white cookie, of course, the official snack cookie of the New York Times, the Oreo. Poetic tributes are odes, the official poetic form of the New York Times crossword. Formal ceremony would be a rite, perhaps. Sure, would be I bet. Social worker's assignment is a case. So organization with Knicks and Clippers is the NBA. Boy's name, or how you might describe the, I have to come back to that. Smartphone predecessors are PDA's personal digital assistants. Competitor of Petro-Canada might have been Esso, Standard Oil. Magician's cries are ta-das. Parental authority is say so. And some people confuse an ape with a monkey. Thought maybe I'd get it in a clean 5, but no, not quite. So what's this? The boy's name is Andy, or how you might describe 17, 34, 42, or 59 across. Okay, so Brandy Alexander is the name of a dessert cocktail with creme de cacao. I just don't know that cocktail. They're Andy. Oh, because they have and in them. How you might describe... Oh, no, they don't have Andy in them. They have and in them. Two of them have Andy in them, but I think that's a coincidence. They have and in them, and therefore they're Andy. They contain the word and. Oh, more than once, in fact. Brandy Alexander, Candy Land, Hand Stand, and Shetland, you could say Islands. Yeah, so there we go. That's very good. They're Andy phrases. They've got in each case, in each phrase, 2 cases of the word and, 2 instances. Very good. A nice, simple Monday theme. And as we would find very frequently, not always, but frequently on a Monday, you can solve the theme largely by ignoring it and simply answering the clues. We have 4 ordinarily phrased answers. The dessert cocktail with creme de cacao being Brandy Alexander. The classic board game with the Peppermint Forest and Lollipop Lane being Candyland. The move from an acrobat or breakdancer being the handstand. And finally, the Scottish archipelago west of Norway being the Shetland Islands. There we go. 4 Andy phrases. And there we have it. A nice, approachable Monday crossword solved reasonably quickly. And I'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday crossword when I maybe solve it just using one direction. I always forget which I did last week. Maybe someone can remind me in the comments. But anyway, there we go. That was the Monday crossword. Let me know how you fared with this one in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow on Tuesday. Do join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Monday. Take care.